What's up, you guys? I'm Kenny, and this is the second video of the Preparing for Law School While in Undergrad series. So this video, we're going to talk about networking. We're going to talk about networking with other students, networking with professors, and networking with professionals. So networking with other students. Something very key that helped me is finding other students who also want to go to law school. Why? Because you can exchange information. You may know some things that they don't know, and they might not know some things that you don't know. For example, they may know some study habits. We all have to take the LSAT. Well, the next video is about preparing for the LSAT, but they might know some study habits and ways to study for the LSAT that could potentially help you. They may know some programs that you could look into to meet some professionals. That's beneficial. And always be willing to help somebody, because if you're not willing to help somebody else, why should anybody be willing to help you? So for networking with professors. When applying to law school, you're gonna need letters of recommendation from your professors. Most schools require at least 2 or 3. So you're gonna need at least 2 or 3 professors that can say good things about you as a person, your work, and your work ethic. So some tips for that is find a professor that you're fond of and that they teach courses that are helpful for you in your major, and follow them. See what other courses they're teaching, they're being a professor for, and attend those classes. That's how they have a good track record of your work and how you like carry yourself in class, how much you participate, how vocal you are. They know a lot of your skills, and eventually the relationship will build itself. Hopefully, they have good things to say about you in your letter. Okay, networking with professionals. This might be, networking with professionals is key because they write your letters, but networking with professionals, that might be the most important. So first things first, you gotta create a LinkedIn, because that's where so many professionals go when they're hiring for interns, and that's where a lot of professionals are, just connect with other professionals. If you can make your way into that network, bravo for you. My university has LinkedIn and Handshake. Handshake is a really good app to also do the same thing, find out what type of businesses have internships going around. Those 2 apps are key. If your school has career fairs, law school fairs, internship fairs, make sure you're dressed to impress. 2, 3 copies of your resume, maybe even more, because some people like to hold on to them if they're serious about hiring you. Just bring a bunch of copies of your resume, scratch that. Bring a bunch of copies of your resume. If you got business cards, you're already on the way. Have all that put in the folder, a nice little portfolio to be ready to hand out at those fairs. Because those going to those fairs can get you an internship. It may not be paid, because a lot of legal internships are unpaid, most of them are. But doing unpaid internships shows your commitment. It shows law schools that you really want this. If you have a long list or just a few internships or legal work, it really helps. Because one thing I had to realize when preparing for law school is, law school isn't just something you do right after undergrad, you know? Like how college is college is right after high school, you go to college. No, there are like we're grown because we're in college. Like I'm 23, so I'm grown. I pay my own bills and stuff. I'm grown, but there are people who have worked like as paralegals, and people who have worked at the governor's office, and people who had jobs and families have already been in the workforce, who are also applying to law school. People who have crazy resumes. I've heard stories of people who have already won a Grammy or were in somebody's first year of law school class. Like, you're competing for those scholarships with people. So you have to have something as an undergrad. In undergrad, you have to find some way to make yourself pop. And the best way to do that is having a lot of work under your belt. Me personally, I've done a bunch of internships. Luckily I've been blessed to have a good networking abilities and have somebody who's been able to hook me up with different internships. And I'm always looking for some. while I've been an undergrad. You do these internships. You gotta find time, because me, I work and I will go to school. So I have to squeeze the internships in somehow. Now you might not like this, but you might have to sacrifice your summer. Now I know, that's your vacation, summer break. That's your break. But the rich, you can sleep when you're rich, man. You can sleep when you make it. One summer I worked 7 days a week. I had 2 internships and 2 unpaid internships and a job part-time job to help bring in some money to support that. And you just gotta get it done, because it's gonna be so worth it at the end. Once you get those acceptance letters, you get to talk to different people who are in the field, who are already attorneys. You get to pick their brains. That's another thing. Pick the brain. People won't talk to you if you don't talk to them. If you don't ask the question, you won't get your answer. Ask attorneys their study habits when they were undergrad. Ask them how they studied, what made them successful enough to be in the position that they are now. What type of things did they do? What did they have to do to get where they are right now before they even got to law school? Who did they know? How did they talk to people? If you pick their brain, if you at least take the chance to talk to them, it can only be beneficial. Now, the reason you're getting these internships is to build your resume. I don't know if you know this or not, but when you apply to law schools, you have to submit a resume. Now, on your resume, what I did is I included all my internships, of course, my GPA. Of course, you're gonna send your transcripts. Of course, you're gonna send transcripts with it, but I want to make sure I put my GPA on my resume because for job reasons. GPA, your internships, hopefully you get them, and then also related coursework. So if you watch my previous video, you'll see that I took technical writing, editing, English prose, legal writing. Those are all classes. If you take any classes like that, or any classes where you do like extensive writing or legal research or anything, put those on your resume. Because when you're applying for a job, maybe you want to do an internship, they don't look at your transcript. So if you're applying for internships, if they see a resume where you already doing work, like in class, you're doing work that you're gonna be doing in the internship. If there's other people applying for that internship, you're gonna stand out because you already have the backbone of what you need to already know. They're not gonna have to train you as hard as they have to train somebody else. And it makes you stand out. It shows that you really want this. You dedicated your studies to preparing you for this moment and your future. So that's about it for networking. Hopefully you can take those tips, implement them. Hopefully they will be helpful.